Y'all remember the podcast I told y'all about where it's like women who stay with terrible men, like they just stay with them? Okay, I listened to a new episode and this one was crazy. So this one is about a black woman who was dating a white man, okay? I had to write down all of the red flags because it was so many. Is this many red flags? Okay? It's so many. So I'm just going to highlight the red flags. I might have to break this video up into like 2 or 3 because y'all, let's just get into it. Okay. First of all, he's a fake BLM supporter. He's one of those white people. You remember whenever like the Democrats put on their dashikis and was bound down to black people back in 2020. And like also in 2020 when black people was like getting on their hands and knees and apologizing for slavery. He's one of them like fake BLM supporters. Moving on. He made it a point to tell to tell her that he grew up around blacks. He usually dates black women. He's more comfortable around black people. Moving on. She does a background check on him and sees that there's a blog post on the internet about him of women accusing him of heinous things, horrible things. She asks him about it or tells him about it. And he's like, yeah, I know about it. My ex is bitter and it's slander and I'm trying to get it taken down. She believes him. Her parents see the same blog post and they're like, because I assume they do a background check as well because they're parents who care. And they're concerned. They're like, oh no, stop talking to him. He's crazy. Stand up. Get up out of there. And she's like, oh no, everything is fine. Stays with him. She's at his house one day and he told her like what his name was or whatever. She sees mail addressed to a person with a different name. She's like, oh, what's this? And I'm not going to go into the reasoning and behind it, but she finds out that he goes by 3 different names. Like he gets mail sent to the house under three different names. Three different names. She also finds out that he has kids. This was something that he never hinted at or anything prior to them dating. They dated for a while and she's never seen his children, nothing. So he tells her that he has a kid, but then also she finds out like a little later that he has like a set of twins. He has children, meaning multiple kids that he didn't tell her about in the beginning. At this point, they're in a relationship. He's a DJ. It's Super Bowl weekend, and he has several gigs lined up for Super Bowl weekend. She obviously wants to go. And he tells her no because he's going to be busy. He's not going to have time to pay attention to her or anything like that. So he don't want her to be there with him during Super Bowl weekend. So she doesn't go. She's calling and texting him throughout the whole weekend. He don't answer the phone, don't respond, nothing. What he does do is post to Snapchat. And he posts a picture of him in a hotel room with the girl sitting in his lap holding a bottle of alcohol. Turn up. He's still not answering the phone, responding to text. So she pull up to the nigga's house. He pulling up at the same time. He looking at her like, I didn't invite you over here. Why are you here? Go home. And she's like, well, we have to discuss the picture. And he says, that's a longtime friend. Everyone knows that I'm just friends with her. What you tripping for? The relationship continues.